You guys, I'm doing an update on my garden. Some of you may know. For those of you just coming for the first time to my channel, welcome. This is Dagnet, the African blogger. I left the U.S. after living there for 35 years, and I came home about 6-7 months ago in Liberia. So my land is on the beach. I have an acre on the beach for myself, and I have another 3 acres for business purposes. But my 1 acre is, my house is being built at the moment, but I'm living in an apartment building in the city. So I love to garden. I used to garden in the States and grow my own food. So I love gardening. To me, gardening is therapeutic. Some people could be cooking, sewing, but gardening is my therapy. I love it. I enjoy it. But since I love gardening, I can't wait for my land, for my house to be completed. I started my gardening in my apartment. I'm growing everything in pots. So my house should be ready within 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. I will take all these guys and put them on my land and put them in the ground. But let's see what's in the pots over here. So let's see what's in this pot. This is mango, but here they call it plum. We call everything plum. This is mango. It's grown from seed. Everything in here is grown from seed. This is orange tree. The rest of these small things, I think those are papayas. These are more papayas. There's some orange tree tucked in the back there. This is soursop. Call it soursop here. I think they call it salsa. Don't ask me why, but it's soursop. She's growing though. This one wasn't planted by seed. They brought a baby. Somebody brought a seedling, the small little baby nursery one. The little one, it was tiny. And look how long it is. Look how far it's grown. It's pretty sparkly. You can see all the brand new leaves. It's growing. So that's soursop. This is more papaya. This is something, I think, a breadfruit or bread nut tree. This one down here. And of course, this is papaya, or we call it here in Liberia, we call it papa. I think I heard somebody, it's Australian dude in Australia, he also was calling it pawpaw. So I don't know where America get the papaya from. But this is papaya or pawpaw. Depending on what part of the world you live in, you can consider it to be papaya or pawpaw. It's more papaya. You say, why I like papaya? What's papaya? The fruit papaya is very healthy and tasty for you. That's number one. Number two, the leaves, you can boil the papaya leaves fresh. You don't have to be dry. You can boil the papaya leaves with the soursop leaf, with the mango leaf. When they're nice and fresh, you boil them with some lemongrass. Here's my lemongrass. I already harvested some the other day, lemongrass, and some moringa. Here's my moringa. I'm ready, you guys. You see my moringa right there? That's my moringa growing right there. So you take all those leaves, you boil them together in the pot with some ginger and orange and lemon and lime and garlic, and you drink that. That's good to cleanse your blood, cleanse your system from malaria, typhoid, lethargy, low energy, brain fog. It cleans your, even some people say it helps with cancer. I don't want to say heal because you know how the people will take your video. So it helps. It's good for your health. Let's put it that way. You know, with censorship and all people's videos, my other large YouTube channel got taken down almost 2 years ago. I had over 40,000 subscribers and followers. Those of you who know me can attest to that. But anyway, before I digress. So here's my garden. Let me start all over because I went off. This is my mango, aka here we call it plum tree. This is my soursop. This is my papaya. This is more papaya. I have 4 acres. My house is being built on 1 lot. So I got 3 more lots to equal 4 because 4 lots equals an acre. So I got enough space. Even if I take 1 lot and grow all my vegetables and fruit, I will still have enough space to roam around for me and Angel. More papaya. This is my lemongrass. I have harvested this 3 or 4 times. I just cut some off the other day. You can see I boiled some with my moringa. Yes, my lemongrass. This is more papaya. Let me walk around and go inside the garden because I'm standing on the outside. You see my watermelon, and that's going to be my lemon tree, but something eating it or something cut it off. I don't know what it is. I'm going around. I'm going inside the garden. I was videoing from outside. So you see, it's not perfect. It's not clean, but it's just some kind of makeshift garden that I did because I love the garden. I didn't want to wait till my house is completed before I start planting. So I just started planting everything in pots. Just drop the seeds in the pot, and they're growing 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Lo and behold, they're growing. 90% of everything in my garden was grown from seed. 90%. The rest, the lemongrass was not grown from seed. Somebody just plucked out some lemongrass from somebody's yard and stuck it in my pot, and it's growing. My papaya, they're all from seed. My moringa all from seed. My moringa right there. This is the moringa. This is cocoa. This cocoa was not grown from seed. Somebody took a little baby cocoa tree and planted it and brought it and planted it, so it's growing. That's more papaya. I dropped some seed here the other day, so I have to wait 2 or 3 weeks before it sprouts. You see this little thing here? We call it kitili. I don't know what you guys call it. It's small and round. It got seed, a little bit bitter. It's called kitili. That's kitili right there. I just took the seed and dropped it. It's growing. That's watermelon in there. You see there? See my pepper tree? This is the hot African. This is not habanero, but it's small. They're not going to get too bigger than this, but it's very hot. See, I saw some red one in here the other day. Or did it fall off? You see my pepper tree? So I can't wait to take these to my garden, to my house, to my land. I think my gingers are ready for harvest. This is ginger in this pot. That's ginger in the back there. This is ginger. I think they're ready. That's more ginger back there. I love my ginger. And this is supposed to be, well, we call it sweet potato or potato greens. This is sweet potato. I just took the stem and stuck in the ground. Some of them grew, some of them not growing. So, you know, I try and error. In the middle, I dropped some seeds in there a week ago, so I have to wait to see if they sprout. I don't know what I dropped. I can't remember. But I just be dropping seeds. I don't waste no seed. Because I was a gardener. You know what I'm saying? Ginger, papaya. I'm not sure what are those little things down there, but I dropped some seeds there. So I'm going to wait till they grow big. You see my kitty getting big. And that's a lemon or lime tree that's in the back there. More papaya. Now this the real one I want to show you guys. You see my papaya? This is growing up against the wall. You see, that's the root right there. You can see. I just wasted some water with some seeds. Look at the papaya and it's growing. And it's almost about my height. You see, when they turn into flower, I think the flower will drop or the flower will become the papaya. But all of those little things you see there, those are papaya in the making. Yep. I just wasted some seed and water up against the fence. Didn't think nothing of it. And then they do started growing. And then they started bearing papaya already. I think this tree no more than 5 or 6 months old. Look already. It's just my height. More papayas, potato greens or sweet potatoes. Now this was supposed to be bitter ball. The young man went and brought it. First he brought it out of the bag. The roots were all clean. I said, son, that's not how you do stuff. When you bring in stuff to repot, you should dig it up with some of the dirt attached to the roots. He just knocked everything and brought it clean. The root was so clean. I said, things might die. He said, it won't die. You know kids, they won't argue with you. So anyway, I'll still leave it in the bag and be monitoring it for the next 1 or 2 weeks. If it dies, I'll just take it out, throw it away, and put. I already buried some mango seeds in here that I ate yesterday. I ate the mango and I dropped the seeds in here yesterday. So this is my bitter ball tree. So I already paid for him. Mother have nurseries and stuff. She sell plants. So I told him if it in a week or two it doesn't grow, he will bring me. He said he will bring me 1 bitter ball tree and 1 eggplant tree to make up for the mess up he did. And you guys, I'm saving the 2 best for last. This is my mango tree. I think this tree is probably about 6 feet tall. You see the bucket it's in? From the bucket. Let me see if I can zoom out. See my mango tree in the pink bucket? According to the people here, the mango tree, if I take good care of it, in another year or 2, it will bear me mango. Sometimes they grow big and tall. Sometimes, because I've seen mangoes that are really tall and they bear fruits. I've seen some that are this height, even shorter, but thick, and they are bearing fruits. So, and we have mangoes. We're in the season. I didn't know mango was seasonal, but I find out it's seasonal. We're in the season. The season started now. So, I think when I came in June last year, there was no mango because I asked for it. I love mangoes, but they said it wasn't the season. So, I think 2 months ago, the season started. We're in March. So, I think the season started in February. I think it's in February. Because we're in March, we're almost to the end of March. I say March 28 or something, but we're in March. So anyway, so I will be watching this. So if it's not going to bear, obviously it won't bear this season, but maybe next year's season it might bear or the following season. But this is my mango tree. I have another surprise for you guys. Check this out. This is my avocado, but here we call it butter pear. And I think I know why they call it butter pear. Because it's shaped like a pear and it tastes like a butter. Hello somebody. So you see my butter pear or aka avocado tree. Look at it. Look at it. Look at my avocado tree, yo, right in the middle of my garden, my makeshift garden. So you guys, you see? Y'all see my avocado tree? See my avocado tree? They say within few months, 4 to 6 months, maybe 8 months, I will start getting avocado out of this. How beautiful is that? Yep. Now the avocado tree, I purchased it just like this. The mango tree you just saw right now, I purchased them like that. But pretty much everything else I grew from seed. I just couldn't wait to move to my house, so I had to start my garden in the pots. So now when I move to my house in a few weeks, I'm gonna put everything in the ground, and guess what? I'm gonna have me a whole garden in the back of my house. Like, I don't understand that people have such a really good rich soil in this country, and every day they go to the market to buy vegetables. I cannot live in this country with this kind of rich soil and go to the market and shop for vegetables and fruits every day. I cannot see myself doing that. I'm sorry, I just can't. I cannot. You know how much money you will save on fruits and vegetables if you just make yourself a little makeshift garden, and you don't need a whole lot of space. I learned a technique or the secret how to grow a lot of food in small spaces. If I were really living in this apartment for a long time, all around I would have had 2, 3, 4, 5 rows with buckets all the way. You see the space in the back of my apartment? You see up against the wall, that's my generator. Or you see up against the wall, I could have buckets lined up all the way to the end and back on both sides if I wanted to. You don't need a lot of space. Or you could have buckets lined up. You see what I'm saying? So this is just my little space next to my apartment. So I could grow enough food here to feed this whole neighborhood. Seriously, I study and watch videos and learn how to grow lots of food in small spaces. So I don't understand how I can live in the country with such a rich soil and go to the market every day and buy vegetables and waste money. They said this is water greens. It just started growing. I thought it was some kind of pretty looking flowers, because it has some nice flowers, and then the flowers turn into seeds, and they're just growing wild. The people say that water grains, you can cook it like potato grains, or you can make a tub of soya, like tobagi. But me, I like the real tobagi with the kitty. I've eaten the tub of soya before. I don't care too much for it, but I never tried water grains. So I was thinking, they said if you can cook it like potato grains, what I was thinking, what if I take them, wash them, and harvest it, and make some juice with it? Because this stuff looks so rich. I'm sure it's filled with ions and minerals and nutrients. Look at the stem, so nice and red, almost like the beet stem. You see there? This thing probably filled with a whole lot of minerals and vitamins and iron that we don't even know. And it just grew. I didn't plant it, nothing. I didn't even know what it was, and somebody told me that's what it is. So, and some of them growing some seeds. So I'll wait for the seed to dry off. I think you can see the seed here. I think that's the seed there. They say I should leave it, it will dry off and become nice and black. I have more seeds here, so that I can take the seeds and plant it, and so I'll just leave it, let it grow. Look at the thing, just grew wild by itself. I don't know where it came from. And going through the crushed rocks. And we're in dry season, so I don't even water them, and they're growing like that. So imagine if I begin to water them every day, and they just grow. In dry season, it doesn't rain that much. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't take much to grow your own food, you guys. By the grace of God, within 6 months to 1 year on my own land, I won't spend money on vegetables, because I will grow everything. These are just samples. I still have a lot of seeds, and I brought some seeds from America with me. Some of the fruits and vegetables I would like, I brought all the seeds. My apples, my grapes, my pears, all my bell peppers, red, green, yellow, purple, orange bell peppers. I brought all the seeds, bags and seeds. I brought some peach. What else? I don't know if I brought dates. I can't remember. Maybe I did. But I brought a lot of American things fruits and vegetables that I would like to eat that might not be here. And some of them are here, but they're just very expensive. They're expensive because they are imported from neighboring countries or outside of the country. I'm going to grow this first and experiment in my own garden. When I do a good enough job, I'm going to get me some more acres or 5 acres of farmland and grow these things and sell them to the local market and the supermarket. Because some of them are here. Some of the fruits and vegetables we're used to in the States, they are here, but they're too expensive. And then when you find it, they're so... I saw it beat in the supermarket the other day. It looks so beat up. I rest my case. And then it's so expensive. I said, nah, we got to do something. So I'm going to grow my own vegetables and experiment first. When I do a good job, I'm going to get me a farm and have some guys help me with the farmland and monitor my farm. You know what I'm saying? In my land, I'm going to build me a little chicken coop. Have a few chickens just to have some fresh eggs in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You guys living right off the Atlantic Ocean. The guys go fishing. Just bring the fish to your door. I'm about to live in paradise. And thank God it doesn't cost that much to live in paradise. Of the grade. I'm going to have my generator, my solar panel. Bless God. So you guys, anybody have any gardening tips? Leave in the comment section. Let's share some ideas and gardening tips for those of you who are living in the States, or those of you who have desire to relocate back home. Come on, let's grow our own food. Let's have a community garden. Let's start teaching our people to go back and grow their own food the way our great-great-grandparents, ancestors used to do all of this stuff years ago. Live off the land. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just loving this avocado tree, you guys. Isn't it beautiful? So this is temporary. When my house is completed, I'm going to put everything in the ground in my backyard. So I'll have my garden in the backyard, and my kitchen is facing the backyard. So when I'm cooking, I just run in the back, grab a piece of pepper, some lemongrass, some basil, some rosemary, some cilantro, some mint, some parsley, celery, cucumber, carrots, green beans, green peas, sweet potatoes, red potatoes, Irish potato. I got everything. I've got all my seeds. I ordered me a bunch of seeds from Amazon the other day. One of my sisters who was coming, she brought them for me. And I ordered some more. They're coming in the shipment. Maybe I'll get it by April or May. I'm ready, you guys. I'm ready. I cannot live here for 6 months to 1 year and buy vegetables and fruits. I don't see how that's possible. Unless that vegetables and fruit cannot grow here. If it can grow here, guess what? I'm going to grow it. So leave all your comments, your suggestions, your ideas. Let's swap some ideas, and let's grow what we eat what we grow, and start a community garden. This is your girl Dagnet, the African blogger. Thank you very much.